good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's good to see you back here. If this is not your first time, guys, if this is your first time, make sure you subscribe. Now, this channel is a reaction channel, and I always say I'm not here to fight anybody, I'm not here to quarrel with anybody over their opinion. I am just here for us to have some fun. So, it's political time now and it hot, really, really hot. If you like politics and you want to hear my opinion, this is where you need to come. You will be in the right place. When you come here, you will have fun because I will give you a little twist to what is really going on. Anyway, I hope I can do this live before my computer goes dead because it wants to be charged, and I just noticed that the computer needs to be charged. So as I was saying, that politics very, very hot now, guys, and if you want to hear the real facts and to have some fun at the same time, you're there right here. So all right, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, and anyone just here for the good vibes, welcome to my YouTube video. We are going very deep today. So grab some popcorn, a cold red stripe, maybe even a jerk chicken leg if you're feeling fancy, because we are about to dissect Jamaica's latest political circus, and trust me, it's more entertaining than a reggae song at a dancehall party. Let's start with the big news. It's a little bit stale, but anyway, me still give it to you. The PNP has successfully nominated their entire slate of candidates. That's right. Every single seat across the island is now officially spoken for. It's like a big family reunion where everyone shows up with their best dish. Dr. Dayton Campbell said the process went smoothly, but I've been in Jamaica long enough to know smoothly can mean a lot of things. Sometimes it's just a polite way of saying we had a little chaos, but we survived. I remember trying to nominate myself for best couch potato in my local community, and I swear the process was more complicated than trying to get a visa to visit auntie in a US, in a London. But the PNP, they say they are united, ready, and committed. That's the kind of phrase that's good on a campaign flyer. But behind the scenes, it's like a group chat where everyone's ignoring each other but still pretending they're best friends. You know how it is. 1 minute, everyone's talking about building a better Jamaica. Then next minute, they're arguing over who gets the biggest office. Now, among the new faces stepping into the spotlight are Gabriela Morris, Steve Greger, and Janice Allen. They're called fresh ideas and bold solutions, which in Jamaica politics usually means promising us roads that don't have more potholes than the number of times you have replaced your shoes because of them. But I like her spirit. Maybe she'll come out with a plan to turn every pothole into a mini football field so kids can play. Now, that would be bold solution, and I would support that. And Steve McGregor, he emphasizes service rooted in discipline, fairness, and dedication. Now that sounds like a guy who wakes up early, does his chores, and goes to work. But the real test is, will his discipline extend to the politicians? Because if they run the country like they run their campaign, I might actually see some real change. Maybe he'll introduce a new rule. No more promises unless you can deliver them within your term. Now, that's a bold promise. Now, switching gears, let's talk about the big man, Mark Golding, the PNP president. This guy says the party is energized, united, and determined. Yeah, sure. I've heard that before. Remember when politicians said, make life better? Yeah. Then they went to parliament and start arguing about who gets the biggest office. So I believe it when I see it. Or maybe when I see a politician actually keep a promise longer than the next election cycle. Now moving on to the JLP candidate for Clarendon Southwestern, Robert Chin. The guy is confident, so confident. He makes a lion look sharp. He's aiming to break a 31-year PNP hold on the seat. That's like trying to seat the reigning champion in a game of dominoes. That's not impossible, but you better have strategy, a lot of luck, and maybe some good old Jamaican charm. Chin says September 3rd is his lucky day. Well, I hope so, because if he wins, it will be a historic upset. Like discovering that your favorite local jerk chicken spot finally opened in your neighborhood after years of waiting. Chin feeling more confident now because he's got more time to organize. You know what? I always say the more time you have, the more you can forget promises. But Chin's promising infrastructure, employment, and education. That's a tall order. I mean, I are just fixing the roads before the next election. But hey, aiming high is better than aiming low, right? What do you think about that, people? And his supporters. They're I saw a man decked out in a green shirt with Chin's picture, looking like he's ready to run for office himself. He said, me want to win. Me want to vote out Cousins. Now, I don't know if he meant vote out Cousins literally or just wanted to see some change. But either way, he's committed. That's Jamaican politics. Passion, a little chaos, and a whole lot of... But wait, it's not all smooth sailing. Over in Westmoreland, Western, Dr. Garfield James is accusing his opponent of intimidation tactics. Man, politics in Jamaica is like a street dance. Supporters blocking roads, supporters shouting louder than the speaker at the party, and police having to come in to restore order. It's like reggae concert where everyone to be the loudest. But instead of music, it's shouting and honking. I tell you, the police did a good job, but maybe next time they should just bring a sound system and settle everything with a dance off. I got the supporters would be more into that. Now, James said supporters were trying to block roads and creating chaos, and the police had to step in. It's like a carnival election. People pushing, shouting, and trying to outdo each other. Maybe they should just hold vote on a big stage with judges and everything and let the best candidate win in a dance off. Now that I'd pay to see. Like picking a bride and the bride have to the bride dancing in front of you. Meanwhile, in a Clarendon Central, Del Rams was nominated as the JLP candidate. He's all about respecting the legacy of Mike Henry, the man who's been representing the constituency for 45 years. That's longer than most of us have been alive. Williams said Mike Henry is a trendsetter and he's just trying to continue the legacy. I like that. Respecting the past, but also trying to build something for the future. Because if we don't, we'll be stuck in the same potholes for another 45 years and nobody wants that. Trust me, Panda, one day. Supporters are content too. They are saying we can't lose. I believe them. Confidence in Jamaica politics is like confidence in our food. We always believe this, even if sometimes it's like salty or overcooked. That's part of the charm. What do you say about that? And then there's our Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, is out here just not to fall for all the promises from the PNP And he's right. In Jamaica, promises are like umbrellas in the rain. Everyone talks about needing one, but nobody really uses them when it pours. Wholeness reminds us that we have been borrowing money for 50 years, and that's like trying to fix a leaky boat with duct tape. Sure, it might hold for a little while, but eventually we are going to need a real fix. He also said that borrowing and bad investments have made us vulnerable. That's true. We are like a man trying to build a house on quicksand. No matter how much concrete you pour, if the foundation is right, everything will come tumbling down. And with the global economy shifting like a reggae beat, Jamaica is like that boat trying to stay afloat in stormy waters. But wholeness also the economy has improved since 2016. So that's like saying we are not out of the woods yet, but at least we are not lost in the jungle. Progress is progress, even if it is slow, guys. And let's not forget, folks, Jamaican politics is more than just facts and figures. It's about passion, resilience, and hope. We are like a big family. Sometimes arguing, but at the end of the day, we all want what's best for our country. We want roads that don't swallow cars, schools that teach more than just memorization, and a future where our children can dream bigger and the potholes we see today. So, as we watch all these campaigns, listen to all the promises, and see the rallies and the motorcades, remember one thing. In Jamaica, politics has a little spice. It's fiery, it's passionate, and it's full of surprises. That's what makes it beautiful. And maybe, just maybe, next election, we'll get a leader who actually keeps a promise longer than the next election cycle. Until we keep the faith, we keep the faith in our people and we keep the country, because Jamaica is more than just a place. It's a vibe, a spirit, and never say the attitude. Now, thank you all for tuning in. You have been amazing. Stay safe, stay blessed, and remember, in Jamaica, we don't just vote, we celebrate the journey. Good night, good evening, good afternoon, good vibes flowing. Guys, and I will see you back here on my next YouTube video.